back at it again with another reaction video. And I got recommended this short today. And you know how YouTube algorithm works with these shorts. It probably been up here for a minute, but it shows that they just put it out one day ago or whatever. But what really actually got me pressed is this comment section, because I don't get or see anything wrong with this video. If anything, I'm starting to see what is wrong with society and our constant sexualization of everything. To me, this was just a fun video of a kid dancing with her mom. I get that she was twerking, but twerking is so normalized now that it's hard for me to see this as a really big deal. And I definitely see it being something that Jovi just wanted attention for, because she normally dances with her mom anyways. So this is not far-fetched of her wanting attention when she already does this on the norm. The only argument that I agree with is that you have to watch out for these perverts. But if we being real, perverts will come out the woodworks for anything, regardless what it is. So that aspect to me doesn't even matter. Honestly, I am convinced that little girls have it hard growing up because at a young age, they get judged for everything they do, or have people trying to control them, or never really understand how to express their sexuality in a positive way because it's taken so negatively, especially if they develop too early. Think about it. If a girl develops some curves at an early age, of course she will be desired by her male classmates, but she will also be desired by older men that will actually catcall them in front of their parents, which is truly disgusting and disturbing. What makes matters worse is that 9 times out of 10, they are told that it's their fault for attracting this unwanted attention and that they are being somewhat of a tease, which leaves them extremely confused because they didn't do anything wrong. I recently just started following Harriyanna YouTube channel. Y'all should subscribe to her, by the way. She called it her pirate ship, whatever. She talks about cartoons and teen shows and what she would have done right and what's wrong with it and other things of that nature. But she briefly talked about her experience growing up as a kid that developed early.
Like, I would literally have grown-ass men staring at my butt when I was out with my parents, okay? Like, one time I was even at the store with my dad and some random guy took a picture of my butt. Like, no. Like, I literally would be in my school uniform and that would not stop people from over-sexualizing me. Like, they didn't care that I was a kid. They just saw that I had some type of curve on my body and they took advantage of that. It's really freaking disgusting. Like I said, remember, we're in uniforms. Like, these men were aware of the fact that I was a child. And mind you, when I was at middle school, my school had this big ass problem when it came to, you know, the S word harassment, okay? They had a big problem when it came to that. Literally, me and so many other girls would be having this problem. And you want to know exactly what they did? They had a meeting with us. They literally had a meeting with all of the girls in our grade, and they told us that we need to stop provoking the boys from doing what they do to us. They literally blamed all of us little black girls for the harassment that we were facing. They literally told us that this was our fault. What exactly? Why do y'all feel the need to treat little black girls like this? What exactly did we do? Okay? They literally blamed us for being victims in this situation that we were placed in. Like, how dare you tell a little black girl that it's her fault that she got attacked? How freaking dare you? Like, no, I'm legit angry right now. I'm so tired of y'all always having the need to come after black women for literally any little last thing they do. It begins so young, okay? Like, my middle school in general had like a really big issue when it came to sexual related activities, okay? Like, they always tried to keep stuff like this under wraps, and numerous other schools did this too, especially, like I said, schools that had high black women populations. They always try to hide this stuff. Like, it's so frustrating. Like, we were even on the news one time because of something that happened like this.
That was extremely heartbreaking to hear. Since I'm a dude, it should be hard for me to imagine this, but I empathize with her so much because my family is made up with a lot of women. So I am no stranger to hearing these type of stories. Most times when these things happen, women and girls will just internalize these traumatic moments and you'll never hear about it unless they have a mental breakdown or tell you years later after the fact. So it's hard to get swift justice at the time that it occurred. And I just want to put a brief pause on this shit, because if you are going through this or if any of this harassment happened to you, tell somebody that you trust, and definitely tell authorities. I know it's easier said than done, but we got to start nipping this shit at the bud when it happens and not letting women and children go through life letting this affect them, because you already know that does so much to your mental state and how you think. Anyways, let's continue. It's also ironic to hear dudes to say that if they have a daughter, then their daughter is going to stay inside the house forever, or some unrealistic nonsense. I always find at least two things wrong with that. One, this usually comes from men that just be dogging women themselves, but the way they mentalize it is by stating they know how these dudes think since they are one also. And with that mindset, they will become overly protective and borderline abusive to their daughters. The second thing is that they slow their daughter's developmental stage down with this constant overprotection, which leads to more rebellion. I feel like if you're fathering a daughter, then there are healthier ways to achieve a balance of protection, security, and mindfulness without hurting the developmental stage and her freedom to express herself. I do understand that there are sick men out here, but you have to trust you raise a trustworthy, resilient, and capable daughter so they can be confident in themselves to handle any situation that comes up. What I would do for my daughter at an early age is put her in self-defense classes like kickboxing, boxing, and things of that nature, so they will be able to defend themselves when you can't be around. Even though I want to nurture and protect them, I do understand that experiences do happen whether I like it or not, but trying to handicap them would severely put them at a disadvantage. I also find it funny that people want to say these little girls are moving too fast by what they wear or how they move, when they are a product of what they watch, which is all these grown-ass people moving and dressing a certain way that doesn't show themselves in the best light either. Kids mirror what they see, so if you're saying they moving too fast, then check out their influencers. Where parents need to do the most protection is what their kids watch, because most of these kids' shows aren't really kid-friendly. Most things on the internet is definitely not kid-friendly. Parents need to take the responsibility in being involved in their kids' life in a healthy way instead of sending them in front of a screen so they can leave them alone. Even if people disagree with Joie Chavis letting Shai do this, I like the fact that she always dances with her child. She and Bow Wow, I said this in the Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy video. Y'all check that out if y'all haven't. But I like how they treat this kid, because she's getting everything, not in a spoiled way, but a sense of like, she's definitely growing as an entertainer. She definitely got some type of light to her, like a it factor kind of thing going for her. With her mama teaching her how to dance, with her dad being entertainment and all his connections, putting light on her. So she either gonna be, a really extremely good dancer, artist, or she's gonna be just an entertainer, like a triple threat type of thing, pretty much like her dad, where she dances, do music, and act. So I'm really excited to see how this kid grows up. So yeah, this one also hit a little bit home too, because I won't lie, I favored this child. I like her. I like how she's going. I really want to see her career. So seeing these type of things, to me, is so unwarranted. Especially again, because with Jovi, she always dances with her child. She always been doing this. Ever since she got to the age, she's been doing this. So it's not too far-fetched with this type of shit. So I disagree with how people feel, but let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Do y'all think it was a bad look on Jovi, or was this a harmless video of a mom dancing with her kid? Drop a like on this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This been your boy Ant Summers, Jovi and Shai. Keep doing y'all thing, and I'll see you later, YouTube.